Which line?
Start reading about from line 9 through 25. See if that refreshes your memory.
You just have to wonder about this young man. He seems melancholy and sad. He's been found guilty, pleaded guilty to manslaughter. That's quite a burden for a 12-year-old.
24, 25. He told you that he kept it like by the couch is what he told you?
Yeah, in the living room.
Okay. That's when you first came down, right?
Yeah, when.
How long before then, before September 1st was that when you first came down? How long had you been down?
A while. I've been down there for 7th grade.
Okay. How long before Martin came down?
He came around in the middle of the summer.
Okay. When you got the gun out, was it loaded?
Yes, sir.
All right. You know the difference between a revolver and an automatic?
That revolver has...
The round barrel?
Yeah.
Was this a revolver?
Yes, sir.
Did you unload the gun?
Yes, sir.
Take all the bullets out?
Yes, sir.
How did you do that?
It was fairly simple.
Had you done it before?
Once before, when I saw it first.
What did you do with the bullets when you took them out that time?
I set them down.
And this was your father's gun?
Yes, sir.
Do you know how long he had had the gun?
For a while. I'm not sure as to when.
Did you know how many guns he had?
2.
You just have to assume that the father told the son, look, you take the stand, you tell the truth, and let the chips fall where they may. We're going to take a break. We got to come back. The young boy continues to testify, and actually some of the things he said probably can be used by the defense to help the father. Louis Mevic Jr. now testifies, being questioned on direct by the prosecutor, that indeed his father certainly did tell him never to touch that weapon.
Did he ever tell you not to play with these guns?
Yes, sir.
What did he tell you about that?
That they're dangerous, never to play with them, never to touch them.
Did the gun have any kind of lock on it, safety lock or anything like that on it that day when you found it on September 5th?
No, sir.
You took the bullets out. After you took the bullets out of the gun, what did you do with it?
We played around with it.
Okay, for how?
We pointed at each other.
Would you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what dry firing is?
Yes, sir.
What is dry firing?
When there's nothing in the gun, just click.
And did you point at anybody to dry fire it?
Yes, sir.
Who did you point it at?
Sean.
Okay. Anyone else?
Not that I remember.
Were you the only one playing with the gun at that time?
No.
Who else is playing with it?
Me and Sean. Me and Sean killed.
So Sean had the gun as well?
Yes, sir.
Did he point it at anybody?
Yeah, me and I'm not sure who else, but...
Did he dry fire it as well?
Yes, sir.
How long did you guys play with this gun?
For, I'm guessing maybe 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Mr. Mevic, I need to have you speak a little louder.
Yes, sir.
I'm having trouble hearing you here.
Yes, sir.
The jury needs to hear you most especially.
Yes, sir. Okay.
How long you played with it?
Maybe 10, 15 minutes.
And then you played with it inside the apartment?
Yes, sir.
After you finished playing with it, what did you do with it?
We put it away.
You said we. Who was involved in it?
Well, I put it away.
Did you load the bullets back into it?
Yes, sir.
Why'd you do that?
So I wouldn't get in trouble.
After you played with the gun that first time, what'd you guys do?
We hung around for a while, and played video games, watched TV.
Okay. Did the gun come out a second time?
Yes, sir.
How much time between the first time the gun came out and the second time it came out? How much time was that?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing maybe a half hour to an hour.
Are you guys drinking soda?
Yes, sir.
Eating some food?
Yes, sir.
Who took the gun out the second time?
I believe if it wasn't me or my little brother, I don't remember very well, but I think that he did once.
Martin may have taken the gun out?
Yes, sir.
The second time it was taken out, were the bullets unloaded again?
Yes, sir.
Who unloaded it that time?
I think I did. I'm not sure.
And what did you do with the bullets that time?
I set them down.
Okay. Where did you set them?
The second time I don't remember, but the third time is the last time when it was.
Okay. How long did you guys play with it the second time?
For a brief period, I'm guessing.
Okay. Who played with it the second time?
I did.
Did anyone else touch it the second time?
I don't think so.
Who put it away the second time?
I think I did.
Did you load it back up again?
Yes, sir.
After the second time you put it away, what did you guys do?
We hung around for a while, same thing.
Watching TV, playing video games, that
Yes,
kind of
sir.
thing. Did come sometime there was some horseplay with foot powder or something,
Yes, sir.
throwing it around the house?
Yes, sir.
Did that cause the bedroom of your father to be locked?
Yes, sir.
Who did that?
My little brother.
So that no more of that stuff would happen?
Yes, sir.
The third time the gun came out, who took it out that time?
I did.
Every time it's placed in the same place under the couch?
Yes, sir.
When you removed it the third time, did you unload the bullets?
Yes, sir.
And what did you do with the bullets that time?
I set them down in my room.
In your room?
Yes, sir.
Is there some kind of...
Those of you who have been watching Court TV for a while and have a long memory will be familiar with our next guest here in the studio. Gary Collins, very shortly after he graduated from law school, was a reporter for Court TV. Gary, welcome back.
Thank you for having me. It's good to be back.
Gary now practices mostly white-collar law, defense work in Hartford, Connecticut, teaches law at the University of Connecticut School of Law. Now let me ask you, I want to bounce something off you. One of our emails is from a person who says, this child who we have been watching here, this person says this child will be punished twice. He's already served his time for manslaughter, but if his testimony and the fact that he killed this other boy cause his father to be convicted and serve time, he'll be punished twice. And this person says the father should just have to go to public schools and lecture on gun safety.
No, well, it's a great point, and in fact, I think this is how you win the case if you're the defense. You got to figure out a way to illustrate to the jury. It's kind of one of these unspoken defense. You're throwing the law out the window and saying, hey, look, who is going to raise these children? The father clearly was not, it's a difficult argument to make that the father acted reasonably, but if you can get the jury focused on, keep the jury thinking that this child's going to be fatherless. The father's not a monster, hard-working guy, had been a firefighter before, ably employed right now.
You're asking
he's somebody
for
who should be in the home. But we're just talking about legal theory.
Does it make it tougher that you only have 6-year-olds?
I don't know if that makes a great difference. Some people will tell you it's a lot harder to fool 12 people than it would be 6.
I got another email I want to bounce off you here. Here's someone who says that she had 6 brothers and sisters, or there were 6 of them in the house, and the parents were hiding stuff all around the house. Had no idea. These kids knew where all of it was. And they said this father should have suspected that the son handled that.
That's what makes it difficult to defend this case, because I think that most people will look at their own experiences in their own homes, and they'll think, look, there were tons of things that I knew about that my parents didn't know that I knew about, and any parent will know that.
Now, it seems to me that what the legislature of Florida has done here is taken a page out of civil law, where you have a concept called attractive nuisance. And if you do something that's really not unreasonable, like if you have a great-looking swimming pool in your backyard or something like that, but to a child, it would attract that child and the child could get hurt, then you can be held liable in a civil case for damages. There's a little bit of that here, isn't there?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and that's exactly what this is. Was this an attractive nuisance for the children? The concept in the civil case is that, well, granted, you may have taken some precautions against something bad happening, but there are some categories of things that the children just are so attracted to that, regardless of whatever directive you give them about staying away from them, they're gonna get into those things.
Yeah, and here was a man who said, well, my kids are obedient, and I told them, don't touch that gun. So that's taken care of. Well, it's time for us to take a break here, and coming up next, Louis Mevic Jr. describes the moment he shot his friend Sean Caroline as our extended edition of Open Court continues.